Hi everyone, welcome to our Lego Sunday. Today I am working on one of the free gifts with purchase that came out in December, I believe, of 2025, and this is one of the Ninjago ones. Right now I'm just kind of sorting through them since this is a small enough Lego build. I am just going to try the voiceover on it. There are 7 bags total, and here this is me beginning to work on bag 1. All right, and this is what we have so far after bag 1, and that is me showing you that we are going to move on to bag 2 next. What I noticed as I'm building this set is typically with the Lego sets, there's always like a couple pieces left over after each bag. But as I worked through bag 1 and as I'm getting to the finish of bag 2, there are quite a bit of extra pieces, and I don't know if that's by design or not. I kept thinking that I missed something as I was going through the steps because I've never done a Lego build that had this many extra pieces when I was done with the bag. So that was something that was interesting. And so this is me pushing all of those pieces. So this little pile I have here is quite large considering I've only gone through 2 bags, and now we're moving on to the 3rd bag of 7 here. And what was a little bit of a struggle here with this particular piece, and I don't know why, but I don't know if you can notice, but there were quite a few different times where I noticed pieces where I had put them in the wrong spot. Typically, as you continue to go through the directions of it, you can realize that something's out of place because you're needing to put a new step somewhere where maybe you don't have the ability to. And here's me dropping some pieces too. So this one, I don't know if it's because the whole build is so small and there's a bunch of little small pieces, but I'm used to doing like the botanicals. They have a lot of small pieces. So I don't know why this one, for whatever reason, I struggled quite a bit with. So you'll see me moving pieces around or taking them off and finding another spot, and also kind of pausing to try to figure out what is actually wrong. So this definitely took me about an hour to do it, which an hour seems a bit long for just this small of a build. Okay, and here you'll see me moving quite a bit of extra little pieces around as I finished bag 3, and we are moving on to bag 4 of 7 here. I don't know if you can kind of see, but behind me there is what I call my Lego garden. So let me know if that's something that you guys would like for me to show you. I have some birds hanging on the wall, and then most of the botanical sets that I own are back in that area, and I call that my Lego garden. So comment down below if that's something in a future video that you would like to see. Okay, looks like we are just about finishing up the bag here. And of course, here's me moving all these extra pieces. I think at one point in time I got to an area where, oh, I was missing one of the little teeny pieces, and I pulled from here, but that was just one piece. So I just don't know why there were so many pieces. Even now, I still think I must have missed a step because I've never seen so many extra pieces. And this is me. Now we're on bag 5 here. And I think, yeah, see, this is me realizing that I hadn't put a piece in, so I just grabbed it from over here. But that was the only time, so those are just truly extra pieces, unless I just totally butchered this build, which seems odd. I'm not that new to Lego, so Okay, so this is where we're at so far. Pretty cool. It's very intricate. And we are moving on to bag 6 here. And there's 7 total, so we're just about done. So here was another situation where I did not put the bricks before that on correctly, so I had to get them off. I had missed a step of stacking an extra row of one of the purple little bricks on there. So when I tried to put the bigger piece, it wasn't sitting flush like it should. And that's how I realized I had missed something. So I just went back, add the pieces that I missed, get those in there, and then I was able to put that bigger piece back on, and it obviously sat more flush like it was supposed to. So oftentimes you can tell that something's wrong once you are just aware enough of the Legos and the building process and how they should look. Then it's kind of easier to spot that and then be able to go back and correct it. So that was what I did there. No biggie. Alrighty, we are putting the finishing touches from the little pieces from bag 6. And this one at least had less pieces, and showing you where we're at so far. It's definitely pretty cool, especially for a little free gift. And we are on to bag 7, which is the last bag. I was surprised there's not any like little people or the last Ninjago free one I did, it had, they weren't necessarily people, but they were like a build with the pieces in order to have it what looks like a jouster on the horse. So there were like 2 or 3 of those, which was pretty cool, but there was nothing like that in this one. But no, it's not a big deal. I can kind of share the jousters from the other one and put them together. I'm assuming this is a commercial. I don't have any young kids, not commercial, a cartoon. I don't have any young kids. So I'm assuming it's some sort of TV show that's on called Ninjago. But I never shy away from a free gift with purchase, and I build them and I put them in my collection. So. Okay, and we're putting on the final little pieces here. So as I mentioned, it took me about an hour to finish this little one. And I think it's because the pieces were so small, but here we are. And it will make a nice little addition to my collection. Happy crafting, guys. Bye.